Okay, take like 35. Maybe I'll get it this time. I'm not editing. I do not know how, and I refuse to add one more thing to my plate right now. Welcome, everyone. If you're watching this, my name is Jana Adams, and I am a mortgage underwriter by day and have recently started dabbling in reselling. It's been quite an interesting journey. Met some great people along the way. All started with Sweet Lily, and she had sent me a box of stuff. And so I was trying to think of a cool way that I could return the favor and send her something, and thought, oh, what a great idea. I'll go thrifting like all of these resellers do and send her a box of inventory. Well, turns out that was very fascinating and I really enjoyed it, and I decided to dip my little toe into it, so to speak. And it's been a very humbling and exciting journey. Definitely have learned a lot about myself and my own limitations, which is frustrating. And I'm stubborn, so I'm slowly learning as well. And I wouldn't trade it for the world. So I want to give a quick shout out to Jamie, aka the Bag Lady. She's absolutely amazing. Not like my shout out is going to be heard by anybody that doesn't know her, but still worth shouting out. And I'm wearing my t-shirt, Jamie. I had seen a picture of her in this t-shirt and said, oh my gosh, if you ever decide to get rid of it, I want that t-shirt. I need that t-shirt. And went to bed that night, woke up the next day, and I was like, oh my gosh, that was the coolest t-shirt, and decided, okay, this is crazy. I went on Amazon and I found it and I bought it because it was just so awesome. So I have a bins that's fairly close to me, and I've been going, and they have really good stuff. So that was a lot of my motivating factor for deciding to pull the trigger to resell and give it a try. Um, and so I thought that it would be kind of neat to show you a little bins haul. I do want to give a shout out, just because I don't get to very often, to a couple of my favorites. There's Clarissa, of course, love her, love you, girl, and Freckled Heart and Kristen D, Marilyn, um, Christine, she's awesome. I don't have links for any of these people. I'm sure that you know exactly who I'm talking about. Wendy City resells. She's also tremendous. She has a new YouTube channel. Cindy, Fun Surprises. She's got a YouTube channel. So again, I'm sure you know a lot of these same people. You watch a lot of the same videos, and it's a pretty tight knit community. But did just want to say thank you to all of them. That their content has really helped me along the way. I've gained a lot of information. They've assisted me in emails, in text messages, in messages on YouTube with questions that I have, and I can't thank you enough for that. So, with all of that being said, just a couple of quick notes about my bins. Um, it seems like the bins that I go to in North Carolina has a lot of raw donations. So, if you're unfamiliar with the bins, which of course no one that's watching this is unfamiliar with the bins, my bins, most of the bins have what doesn't sell in the retail store. After a certain period of time, it will go to the bins to be sold by the pound. My bins just raised their rates on August the 1st from $1.49 to $1.59 a pound. So it's still incredibly cheap to source product there. And I went a couple of times to make sure that it was as good and that it wasn't just fluky. The first couple of times that I went, that it would make sense for me, time wise and effort wise, to go ahead and give this a try. And sure enough, it's been, even on subpar days, which today to me was pretty subpar, I still find a lot of really good stuff. Now, most of the stuff that I'm posting and listing and picking up is shoes and handbags. So full disclosure there. I've got some clothing that I have picked up there. I'm not the best at it. If you guys are interested in seeing a video where I kind of show you my little fumbles and miscues, I still have some of that product. Some of it I've just thrown in the trash. But I can discuss that and discuss those rookie mistakes. My guess is you would get a pretty good chuckle out of seeing that video. Again, I do still have some of that stuff where I'm like, what was I thinking? I should never, ever have picked this up. And like trashed Ugg boots that are still sitting in the corner that I saw Ugg, traditional, the same boots that everybody used to wear 10 years ago, not even. And I'm like, oh my God, why did I get these? And now I feel committed to try to like clean them and list them and get what I can out of them. And it is not even gonna be worth the effort. So if you're interested in seeing that video, let me know down in the comments, and I'll see if I can put something together. Again, some of the merchandise you'll look at, and just probably it'll take you back to when you first started doing this, and you'll get a pretty good laugh out of my miscues. But figuring it out. At my bins, I also don't look up too hard comps, just because it is bins pricing, and I kind of go with my gut, which has steered me wrong. So let's be clear there. It's not always perfect. It's not always a win. But I would much rather pay a little bit more, since this is not my primary source of income, and get home and pour myself a glass of wine and sit in my jammies and turn on some music or another reseller's video and watch that while I look up comps on some of this stuff, and get a little disheartened sometimes, and get pretty excited at other times. So, okay, so I'm going to get into what I picked up today. Again, it was by far not a great thrifting day, but I did pick up a couple of things to resell. None of this is listed yet. This is like seriously take number, I don't know, 12 or 14 on trying to get this YouTube video done. It has just been a comedy of errors. I have so much respect for you guys at this point after what I've been through today. I'm sitting in the bedroom where I've got my staging area set up. It's very rudimentary. It's just a very basic trifold cardboard with a piece of cardboard underneath, white cardboard underneath. And so I figured the lighting should be pretty good here, since I've got two lights here that are shining down and that I have turned up kind of sort of facing me. So let me know how the lighting is. Let me know how the video is. Let me know what I can do better. Please don't be too hard on me, since this is technically my second video, but my first one is a reseller. So, okay, all that being said, I'm going to start pulling out some stuff and show you what I got today. If you're interested in any of this stuff, I don't know, comment in this video. I don't have anything linked. I'm not that advanced. I'm sure that I'll probably get there. But I am officially selling on Poshmark, so can post anything. Or, we can figure something out. I can send you, I don't even know how any of that works. I'm on PayPal, so you could send me some money that way, and we can do it outside of Poshmark. But also I want to mention that if you do see anything that you like, and you do go to my closet, regardless of when this video is posted, if the item is still available, again, this is Bins pricing, so I'll cut you a really good deal. So all that you'll need to do is just make a comment on my listing that, hey, I saw this on your YouTube channel, was waiting to see it in your closet, send me an offer, and I'll see if I can work with you on that. Because the cost of goods is really low, and for people that are actually going to my Poshmark closet, I think that I'm Janet C. Adams 16 is my closet name. But the number would be so small, because no one knows who I am. So I can offer some aggressive pricing for you as a way of saying thank you and for supporting me and helping me along this journey. So, okay, first item is, and we'll see how I do with this, is these pair of men's Margaritaville. They do have some threads that I need to stitch, but the bottoms are in really good shape. They look like they are a men's size 8. And they seemed pretty comfortable. I did, again, thread that needs to be clipped. I did a quick comp search on this, and I don't know, maybe $20, $25. But there are those. My next item is a women's pair of Basola is the name. Let me see if I can. Basola, which I will say, going back to the bins at my location, my bin seems to do quite a bit of raw donations. So they are taking, it seems like, from the best that I can tell, overstock of inventory that they don't have room for, and they are just putting it out there in the bins for everyone. So we have a couple of those high-end shoe stores where they sell things like Teos, and I think it's Naote, Dansko's, Birkenstocks, those higher-end comfort shoes. And it seems like they get quite a bit of donations from that shoe store of shoes that don't sell. So I think that this is probably a pair of those that were in that store and just didn't sell. And these are, oh Lord, they're in there. I don't know. I don't know what size they're. They're in there. I just don't see it right off. So, yeah, I'm guessing maybe an 8.5. Then I bought this BOC, which is a Born company. And it's just a cute little summer sandal. So I'll need to get that listed right away. These have been worn, but still have a lot of life left. So I'll try to get those listed for a pretty aggressive price and sell those before summer ends. Otherwise, I'm going to be sitting on them until spring. Next up, I have a pair of Chuck Taylor's Converse, which are in pretty good condition. They do have, I'll need to take a white eraser or something. Lily at Freckled Heart said she got some kind, oh, and I went to Target looking for it. She got some kind of a wipe from Target, and I wrote it down. And she said that that works good for her because the white eraser was kind of disintegrating on her, and that was my experience when I tried to use it. Still, it came out pretty good on the few pairs of shoes that I've used it on. And these are a woman's 9, men's 7. But on these, I did like the back that it's perfect all, or the purple all-star. I thought that was a pretty cool touch. Then I got these Riker. Again, I believe that this is one of those from that shoe store because they look brand new. And these are a size 39, which I think is an 8.5, maybe 9. I got another pair of Born flip-flops. These have also been worn. Well, I mean, I think. What do you guys think? I think that they've maybe been worn just a little bit. I really don't see any toe marks. And the bottoms look pretty good. But they're just kind of, you know, Born is a good brand. People like Born. You know, people that like Born really like Born. These are a size 7, size 38, 7. So, you know, I'll clean it up a little bit. There's a little mark in the leather there. I don't know if that'll come out, but we'll give it a try. And those summer sandals, my goal is to list them for, you know, pretty cheap. You know, maybe, I don't know, $15, $17, something like that. Maybe a little cheaper than that even, just so that I can move them. And then I believe that these are also from that same store, Teos, because they look brand new. And these are a size 41, so a good size. I don't know how good they'll do. I thought that these comfort shoes did excellent and was really excited. Have been picking them up like crazy because, again, it's the bins. And the few pair of comfort shoes I have in my closet right now, they're not getting much love. My guess is that they don't have to get much love. They'll have one person that comes along and sees your, $25 to $30 pair of comfort shoes that are brand new and just buy it on the spot. Or give you a reasonable offer and you only need that one. So we'll see. I just hope that I don't keep accumulating these thinking that that's my plan and then it never actually happens. It's a learning process. It's all a learning process. And I try to listen to everything that I have absorbed, but then, you get in there and all of a sudden it all goes, caution gets thrown to the wind and you're buying dirty shoes that are all scuffed up because they're kind of a sort of decent good brand if they're in perfect condition. Bryn keeps telling me that I need to look at style, condition, and name and don't keep bringing home all torn up stuff into the house, and I've told her that I'll be a little bit more choosy. So this is another pair of the Naote size. Well, actually, these are Naote. This is the first pair, I believe, from this haul. Size 41. I thought this was, for a Naote shoe, this is one of the cutest ones that I've seen. So I was pretty excited to find those. And again, brand new. So obviously I'll probably just list all of these as, excellent used condition, just so that there's no question mark. Because I don't know that for sure. I don't know that they're new without tag. Tell me if I'm making a mistake there and if I should be just listing them new without tag and just rolling with it. The insole does not look like it's had anywhere at all. So that's kind of what I'm basing it on. I see a little bit of shadow coming up on the camera, but I don't know if that's just me, because it certainly doesn't look like it in person, but maybe the camera doesn't lie, so who knows. My next find were Clark's Wallabies. So, you guys know this shoe, right? Made by Clark's. These are a good brand. Clark's is probably, of everything that I have sold so far, the most consistent seller in my closet. I don't know if maybe it's just because I find a lot of Clark's there, so of course what I'm finding the most of and listing the most of is what I'm going to be selling the most of, or whether this is actually, just a pretty consistent seller for most people. But man, the Clark's are definitely my top selling brand. I'll say I don't get like a ton of likes on them. I just get people that just buy them. So I did have one person on Poshmark, my biggest Poshmark sale, buy 2 pair of Clark Wallabies, and I do I think it's a 20% discount for any bundle of 2 or more. So she bought 2, didn't send me an offer, just took the discounted 20% off and sent me payment. So I was pretty excited about that. That was a fun sale for me. So they're out for delivery. So, actually, they're not out for delivery. She gave me a 5-star review, which I was very excited about because I was nervous about those, just because, it was no longer $10 to $15 sales where, they love it, but, it's a pretty nominal amount. So yeah, and these are actually not new. These have been worn. But again, I think that people like these. I think that they have a strong following. So yeah, I'll keep you posted on that. Fingers crossed, because I keep picking them up. And they're kind of heavy because of the soles. The soles are kind of heavy on those. Then I got a pair of Jamba, which is this shoe here. They have been worn. I'll show you in just a second. And let's see. I'm not sure. Can you see that? There we go. And these are a size 8. They have just a very little bit of wear, but they're in really good shape. So for bins pricing, I thought they were pretty good. So I picked them up. Okay, guys, don't laugh at me. Hopefully you agree that this was a good find, and I just found a flaw in it. I did not check this one closely. It weighs nothing. Dooney and Burke, little crossbody. I plan on just throwing this in the wash and seeing how it comes out. But the flaw that I just noticed was that right there. So I'm guessing that that's not a huge deal. But yeah, I'll just, you know, take pictures of it. Again, you know, bins, and it weighs like virtually nothing because it's like a nylon type thing. And I think, no. Yep, one more thing. I got this, let's see, Levi's. I thought that this was really cool. It's got, tell me how I'm doing. It's got the snap closures, or the snap closure, so it's a Western style, size medium. But I thought that it was really cute. So I went ahead and picked that up. And, I mean, that was my haul. That's what I've got. So I'll get everything cleaned up. I won't have to do much cleaning because a lot of that stuff is the stuff from that, what I think is the stuff from that shoe store. And so it looks pretty good. I tried to be really selective. Lily, you told me not to have a death pile. That was your #1 tip for me. And I am failing miserably at that tip. So my goal is to do a whole bunch of cleaning, to do a whole bunch of listing, to go to the bins on the weekends and pick up stuff as I can so that I'll have more stuff that I can list. I'm making Bryn go through her closets. She got a whole bunch of stuff for me to sell, and then I'm like, okay, stop. And she's like, okay, well, let's look at this shoe rack. Let me see what else I can. And I'm like, oh my God, I don't have room and I don't have time, but I'm excited because it does mean that we're freeing up some space, freeing up some room. So yeah, we'll see how that goes. Again, guys, thank you for watching. I love you guys so much. I've really enjoyed this community. I can't thank everyone enough for all of your support as I begin this journey, for all of your tips and tricks and videos, educational videos to help me figure all of this out, emails to let me know. I mean, Lily sent me pictures of every packaging that I would need and the style numbers and everything. Like, the effort that went into that, I can't thank you enough, because you didn't have to do that for me, and that was really generous, and I know that your time is limited. So thank you, everyone. Jamie, I hope that you're doing well. Again, thank you. Thanks for constantly being a soundboard. I have really enjoyed our friendship and getting to know you on a little bit more of a personal level. I've enjoyed you kind of thrifting along with me a little bit. Me telling you I went to the bins and then saying, the bins weren't that great. And you being, you know, some moral support for me, saying, don't let it get you down. Keep going. It's okay. And I'm going to get this stuff listed. I have no idea when. I'm trying to do the summer stuff ASAP, so that maybe, just maybe, some of that can be sold. So those sandals should be listed tonight if anyone is interested. I'm sure that I missed some sizes. Figuring it out. So anyway, thank you guys. Talk to you on the next one. If there is one. Hopefully there will be. Let me know how I did. Thanks. Bye.